Hello, fifth graders. We have been working on adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators for a while, and today I'd kind of like you to take a little assessment on that, just to make sure that we've got it down pat. So I'd like you to get your whiteboard, marker, and eraser and work through these problems with me just to make sure that you're ready. After this, I have a little 10-question kind of exit ticket that you're going to complete. And it's right underneath this assignment, and I'll show you what that's going to look like because it's something kind of new. All right, hopefully you have your materials. Remember, you can always pause me. So the first question I want you to write down is 3/8 plus 2/5. And I would like you to write that down, work through it, press pause, and then you're going to press play when you're done, and you'll see me working through the problem to make sure you got it correct. All right, welcome back. With this one, I see the denominators are not the same, so I can't add them as usual. And I also notice that I can't multiply 5 by something to get 8. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply 3/8 by the opposite fractions denominator, 5/5. And I'm going to multiply 2/5 by the opposite fractions denominator, 8/8. And rewrite this as a new set of fractions to add that are equivalent. They just look different. So 5 times 3 is 15. And 5 times 8 is 40. 2 times 8 is 16, and my denominator is still 40 because it's still 5 times 8. And I'm just going to add them now. So now that they have the same denominator, I can go ahead and add my numerators together. 15 plus 16 is 31, and my denominator stays the same. So 31/40 is what you should have. All right, erase. Now I want you to write down 5/7 plus 9/14. Same process, go ahead and pause and press play when you're ready. Okay, with this one, I do notice the denominators are not the same, and I can multiply 7 by something to get 14. Whenever I can do that when I'm adding fractions, I want to do that. Using the lowest denominator will get you to simplest form the fastest way. So I can multiply 7 by 2 to get 14. So I'm going to multiply 5/7 by 2 over 2. That's going to give me 10/14. And I don't have to do anything to the 9/14. It stays the same. Now my denominators match, and we had to do half the work, which is nice. So 10 plus 9 is 19, and I have 19/14. Now, this is improper. I would like you to write improper fractions as a mixed number. So I see that I could make one group of 14/14 out of this. That's my whole number. And then if I have 14/14, it takes 5 more 14ths to get up to the 19/14. So 1 and 5/14 is what you should have. All right, go ahead, erase. Let's try the next one. 4/5 plus 8/9. Go ahead, press pause, work it out. Welcome back. For this one, I notice I can't multiply 5 by anything to get 9. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply 4/5 by the opposite fractions denominator. And I'm going to multiply 8/9 by the opposite fractions denominator. When I do that, notice it's the same math problem on the bottom. That's what gives me the like denominators, having that same problem on the bottom. So now we just multiply our tops out. 9 times 4 is 36. 8 times 5 is 40. We need to add them together. All right, the 45, we just bring it on over. Our denominator never changes. That just tells us how many pieces the whole is cut up into. And when you take 40 plus 36, you would get 76. All right, this is not simplest form here. This is an improper fraction. I notice, like, if I did 45 plus another 45, I'd have 90. So I can't fit 2 groups of 45/45 out of here. I can fit 1. Now, in order to figure out what goes on top, because we already know the bottom's 45, I have to ask myself, okay, if I have 45/45, how much does it take to get from 45 to 76? So you would have to subtract. Now, maybe you just want 45, 55, 65, 75. Okay, so that takes 3 10s and then one more 1. If you're like, oh, I don't want to do that in my head, I want to set it up, maybe you did this. 76 minus 45, 6 minus 5 is 1, 7 minus 4 is 3. However you do it, you're going to get 31 as your new numerator. And there's not a number that goes into 31 and 45 other than 1, so we know that we're good. All right, erase. Next, 7/10 minus 2/5. And welcome back. So I see that I can multiply 5 by 2 to get 10. So I'm not going to multiply both of these fractions. I want to save myself from having to simplify it tons at the end. So in this one, I would do half the work. I would multiply this fraction by 2 over 2, because if I multiply 5 by 2, I get 10. And if our goal is to have a common denominator, 5 times 2 is 10. It'll match. So this would become 4 tenths, because 2 times 2 is 4 and 5 times 2 is 10. And I have 7 tenths over here. 7 minus 4 is 3, and my denominator doesn't change. So 3 tenths would be it. All right, one more to go. Last one. So erase, and I want you to write down 5/6 minus 5/7. And pause it and work it out. Press play when you're done. Welcome back. I can't multiply 6 by something to get 7, so I am going to multiply 5/6 by the opposite fraction's denominator and 5/7 by the opposite fraction's denominator. I get 35 over 42 minus 5 times 6 is 30 over 42. So now I just need to do 35 minus 30, which is 5. My denominator never changes. All right, I think you're ready for your assessment. Before you click on your next assignment for math, just want to let you know, it's going to look like this. When you click on it, you're going to have 10 problems, and you're going to have a problem that comes up. I know this is a little small. I can push this down a little bit closer. There we go. So you're going to see a question, and then you're going to have a blue answer box. I would expect you to keep your whiteboard out and work through this problem on your whiteboard. You won't be able to just look at them and know what the answers are. So there is work required, but you're not going to be showing your work in this box. This box is where you're going to type your answer. So when you click inside this blue box, this menu here is going to pop up. Okay? So if I want to type in a fraction for my answer, which you do, what you'll do is you will click on this button right here. When you click on this button right here, it allows you to click inside and type in your numerator and your denominator. So when you click in this box, this menu is going to come up. This is what you want to click to type in a fraction. Now you might get a mixed number. If you get a mixed number, like let's say you got 1 1/4. That's not the answer to this. But if you got 1 1/4, you would type in a 1, then you would press this button, and it will allow you to type in the 1/4. So your answer would look like that if it's a mixed number. So this button is what allows you to do that. And again, I have those open Zoom times. If you get stuck on something, please come and see me. I'm here to help. Good luck, guys. Thanks for watching.